Right now, I am in one of the 3 best opportunities for buyers in Denver real estate right now. It may surprise you because I'm downtown, but really all 3 of them are a little surprising, and I want to take you through all of them right after this. Okay, back in the studio, we're going to look at the 3 best opportunities for buyers in Denver real estate right now. If you're new here, Sam Neumann, local Denver realtor, love to be your go-to real estate resource, whether it's buying or selling or just being curious. Give me a call. Okay, so we're going to take a data-based approach at this, and we're going to find where are the most oversupplied areas in the Denver metro. We a lot of the time talk about how low supply has been for years. Now, that's the reason this has been, for the majority of the last 3 years, a seller's market, because supply is really, really low. Supply and demand. You get it. And so there are certain pockets where supply is actually much higher than average in Denver, and we're going to target those today. Okay, so what I have here is Megan Eller's most recent market review. If you followed this channel before, you know I use her data a lot. She's a title rep in the area. She provides kind of the best data, the best picture of what's going on in the real estate market, can get down to a very granular level, which can be helpful, especially right here. So sometimes we look at the general data, but we're going to look at it a little different this time. She provides these helpful maps. We don't really zoom in too much on this one, but this is a zip code map of the Denver metro, and it shows us where the hot zones are, hot being seller's market, and the cooler zones are. You can probably guess hot is more orange to red, cooler is more, this is sort of a teal green to blue. And so we're going to be looking at those areas right now. But just real quick, this is how many units are available on the market. You see, this goes all the way back to 2005 down here, and blue is the active units. And so you see it's basically steadily declined. There's some seasonality worked in there, but steadily declined since that time. And then it's ticked back up second half of 2022, kind of when the interest rates started to come up, so things really cooled off. And now we're back in a hotter market, Q1, Q2, 2023. But anyway, this percentage of balance, this is the green line here that shows us percent of balance, how close we are to being in a completely balanced equilibrium market where it's not a seller's market, not a buyer's market. It's completely balanced. That doesn't usually happen, but still we like to know where we would want to be to have a completely balanced market. And right now we're at about, we're under 20% of a balanced market, very strong favor towards sellers. We see actually 16% in all of the Denver metro of a balanced market. Okay, that's important because we're going to look at these 3 areas. So the first one I gave away off the top. The first one, you can see it's this tiny little sliver in here where my mouse is. It's hard to see. That's downtown. The downtown zip code 80202, and it is the best opportunity in Denver real estate right now. So we go down to these little heat indexes here, and this is where she sorts by zip code. This is where it gets very interesting. So if you're a data person, bear with me. If not, still bear with me because it's interesting. So 802, we're going to go all the way down to that out of all these zip codes, and that is the downtown central area. So you see it right here, 80202. You see the average sold price. What I really want to look at is this percentage of balance column. So Metro Denver, 15.9%, basically 16% in all of it. In 80202, 63% of balance. You see why this cell is blue, because that is way off. That is the biggest number for percentage of balance in Denver metro. Why is downtown so oversupplied comparatively with real estate? Well, it all kind of stems from COVID. During COVID, when lockdown happened, downtown got crushed, and a lot of condos got crushed because people were looking for more space. They're now working from home, so they want a home office and they want a yard. They're like, I'm going to be cooped up inside of my house. I want to have a yard. That kind of has continued. People have gotten used to that. A lot of it has come back, but you're seeing not back towards downtown. It'll come back to more central neighborhoods. But as far as like downtown, the epicenter, Union Station, 16th Street Mall, Larimer Square, all that stuff, still there's a lot on the market because people still haven't reacted to, okay, now I want to be back downtown city living. I don't care about a yard, maybe don't even care about outdoor space, want to be in the middle of it. It's just not the hot item right now. Will this always be the case? You can make your own projection. I say no, absolutely not. That's why I say this is the best opportunity. It's not just because supply is so high. It's because, let's be honest, downtown of a major city, a very desirable city like Denver, where people are still moving here every year, our population still grows and grows and grows. Is downtown always going to be oversupplied like this? No. Eventually, there's going to be a shift back towards people wanting to be in the center of the action more and more. And if you're someone that's interested in that type of thing, there is a very good investment opportunity for you right now. And I get some people don't like downtown. I don't want to live downtown. I have a family. That's not for everybody. It's for some families, I'm sure, but there there are some issues with being downtown. I get it. But some areas of downtown are better than others. They're not all created equal. And there is a great opportunity there right now. So when we look back at the data, 63.1% of balance, month supply, 3.42 months supply of inventory in the Denver metro. It's just over 1. I mean, you're seeing it. And odds of sale, this is something that factors in everything. The odds that your house is going to sell in the first month. In the greater Denver area, 63%, only 33%, almost half that downtown. So if you're an urban person and you like city living, I urge you, implore you to look at downtown condos now, downtown, whatever it is, a high rise, a townhouse, a duplex, whatever it is, before it's too late. Number 2, and this one's probably going to surprise you as well, the Platt Park DU area. So by zip code, it's 80210, and you can see it here. It's Platt Park, it's DU, all the way down to Wellshire Golf Course, and all the way over really to Observatory Park as well. So it's this whole chunk, and underneath 25, and just north of 25 as well, underneath, south. I don't know why I'm saying that. It's under on the map, but I know how things work, I swear. South of 25 and just north of 25, just south of Wash Park here too. It's the Platt Park, it's the DU and the University Park area. Also includes Corey, Maryland, honestly, part of the south of Wash Park. Wash Park, I almost included in this. The actual Wash Park proper neighborhood, close second here. But 80210, okay, back to the index, right? Okay, so you see the average sold price. This is one of the problems. The average sold price is just over $1 million. If you go Wash Park, the northern part of Wash Park is 80209, about $1.5 million. Still much slower than it has been in recent years. But we're going to focus on Platt Park, DU, University Park, a little more affordable. I get $1 million, but that's average. That's average. So half of them are below that, but still not the most affordable. But if you have this budget and you're someone who doesn't want to live downtown, doesn't want to be in a condo, needs some space, these are prime Denver neighborhoods that are a little oversupplied right now. Percentage of balance, again, we're comparing against 16. We have 26%. So considerably more. Not downtown. Nothing's downtown. That's the best opportunity in Denver right now. But months supply 2.4, almost 2.5 times the average. Odds of sale 63% is the average. We're only at 48%, and up in Wash Park we're just at 49%. So Wash Park you could include in this too. It's been so overvalued that it's hard. Average price reduction is 12.5% for homes that are doing a price reduction. At this price point, we're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars. Sellers are seeing what's going on. Their houses are sticking on the market. Average days on market is 30. They're seeing what's going on and they're adjusting. Over a quarter of the listings in this zip code have made a price reduction as well. And the average for that is 12.5%. So what's going on in here? It's the same thing I think has been going on in Wash Park. These are very desirable Denver neighborhoods, okay? And they've been just so sought after for a long time that the prices were going up before COVID, before this big boom that started in 2020. So prices were already shooting up in these neighborhoods. Well, then COVID happened and they shot up way, way more, to the point where I don't say things are overvalued necessarily, because the value is what someone will pay for it. But these prices have gotten so high. I think home buyers are just taking a breather and they're going to say, okay, maybe I don't need to live in Platt Park. Maybe Inglewood to the south is okay for me. Maybe University Hills is okay. Maybe Hampton South, Southmore Park, Virginia Village. I can look at those neighborhoods that I can get homes for hundreds of thousands of dollars less. Yeah, maybe Sushi Den isn't right there, but I can drive. I can drive 10 minutes to Sushi Den. I can take an Uber, whatever. That's what I think has been going on. These neighborhoods have just appreciated so much for so long. The market is just hitting the brakes and taking a breather, and people are being like, especially with higher interest rates, they're being like, listen, we just can't afford this anymore, and prices are adjusting accordingly. And the last one, and this one might surprise you as well, is the central Arvada area, including Old Town Arvada. Yeah, 80002 zip code. It's this slice here. You can see it on the map. Old Town's over here. This is Old Town Arvada right here, and basically just to the west of Wadsworth. And then it slices over. The zip code slices over to Rainbow Ridge, past Arvada Plaza, into kind of this Applewood area that butts up against Lakewood, right? Golden. It's kind of an interesting area. But basically, it's this slice that includes Old Town Arvada and lots of central Arvada. We're going to look at the numbers here. This is maybe the biggest winner in the COVID appreciation game, because Arvada used to be thought of as kind of like whatever, it's the former home of Rocky Flats, Farvada, a lot of people would say, because it's way up there. Now nobody cares. People want to be out a little bit. And so it got this huge boom during COVID because, people can't afford Golden anymore. So let's look at its neighbor, Arvada. It's got a nice little downtown, Old Town. It's great. Average days on market, 48%. of balance, 42% versus 16%. Month supply, 2.3. Odds of sale, 42% versus 6.3. Percentage of active homes that did a price reduction, 50%. Half of them. Now, the average price reduction was only 6.5%, so it's a smaller percentage at this price point because we're talking about average sold price of $562 versus the Platt Park DU area, which was over $1 million. So it makes sense. But this part of Arvada is kind of caught in a no man's land. So it's got this, Arvada is huge. And so it's kind of a tale of two cities. There's this part, the old town part, and then there's this Leiden Rock area that goes up to Candelas, which is big new developments, lots of houses, lots of inventory. So there's a ton up there. And that's sort of drawing the people up to the northwest of Arvada who want that more cookie cutter, everything to be new, want some space, want to be really close to the foothills. And then Old Town Arvada / Central Arvada, which kind of already got its glow up, now isn't the shiny new toy anymore. But it is still a great, great place to be, and it has excellent long-term potential. It's on the west side of town, which is great. Like I said, it has that nice little downtown, the Old Town. There's stuff you could do. It's got great access to Edgewater, Sloan's Lake. Even downtown's not hard to get to. Easy to get to Golden, hiking. I mean, hop on 70 to go skiing. It's got a great central-ish location on the west side of town. So it's a great opportunity. These are my 3 best. Thank you for your attention. If you have questions, what are the hottest ones? Where else should I be looking? I don't like any of these, Sam. What's wrong with you? Please comment or just hit me up directly. Love hearing from you. Otherwise, thank you for watching. I am so happy to be a part of your life, and I will see you soon.